Welcome to our presentation, our being Alpha Group for Dr. Luis Otto's Endocrinology Group at 2011 fall semester at UTSA. This semester, our group, 5 of us, were asked to put together some type of metacognition project for understand and to facilitate a better understanding of endocrinology for the class. So what we did, as you can see here, is we actually decided to do a collage amongst all the different things that we had choices of. And we liked the collage idea because it really symbolized for us as a group what endocrinology was, which is a really broad-reaching and vast discipline of biology and of biochemistry and even of medicine now. Where the benefits that come from an understanding of endocrinology are great. And that's why we chose to do this, so that we wouldn't have to narrow down to just one thing. It was really difficult for us to do that. So we decided to go with a more encompassing theme. And so as you look at our project here, each one of these little insets that you hear are supposed to represent a specimen jar. We felt like that kind of flowed with the whole medical and theme of endocrinology. Medicine has long had its roots in experimentation and developing things, and many of the roots of what we've done, what we've studied, actually does lend itself to the whole specimen jar theme. So I'll go ahead and start up here in the top left. This depicts a specimen jar, and that's actually probably a really good one for specimen for the specimen jar motif is diabetes. You see here a hand and with a drop of blood, which symbolizes obviously someone testing themselves for blood sugar, and then up here you have the pig with the lips, and the Erlenmeyer flask depict the origins, not the very beginning of insulin, but the origins of the most effective treatment for diabetes that came about as a result of endocrinology, which was porcine-derived insulin. And then back here we've got some codes, the symbols for different amino acids. And pig insulin differs from human insulin just by one amino acid. So that's what this symbolizes. And then you have a tube coming right down here into the area where the pancreas would be, which is to symbolize that it replaces what the pancreas does whenever the islets in the pancreas no longer produce insulin. And through endocrinology, you're able to replace that with therapy. And here we have on the left-hand side, just above, going into the brain area, is the specimen jar that is focusing on Cushing's and the therapies and the derivations of the therapies that come with it. Down here, just below it, we're focusing on calcium and the regulation of calcium in the body, and vitamin D, and what all of endocrinology has to do with the bones in the body, and regulating their growth and sometimes deconstruction, if you will, and so that the body can have the proper amount of calcium. And so the bone is alive and growing, and a lot of that has to do with endocrine systems in the body. On the bottom here you see another specimen jar depicting gonadotropins and their effect on the body, and you can see how then those particular endocrine functions focus on the gonads, which are in this area of the body that we have here, the collage, and which obviously affect everything about who we are. Our sexual features have a lot to do with our makeup and our character, and even how our psychology as well, and how we look on things. So gonadotropins are very influential as well. And then lastly, prolactin was the hormone that we decided to look at, and again, it's far-reaching in what it does. You see having to do with motherhood and the care of children, and how prolactin is vital to every part of our lives. Our health starts as a child, and for women especially, it's a key part of their physiology. So that is our project. Hopefully it gives you as broad of an understanding, or at least a hint of the broadness of endocrinology, just as it did for us as students.